Bullybear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. This is what movie we're talking about, The Dark Knight. Okay? Weirdly enough, I paused it. I can't even fucking tell you exactly where I paused it. There's 4-7. Funny enough, they're in the bank. There goes this guy. Look at, he has like that little grayish shirt on with a purple tie. You see his tie is purple? He's got a purple tie. Look at this guy. He's got a gray shirt with a purple tie. Your life savings. He's in the bank as well too. Okay? Look at this guy. Look at this safe right here. This is the Simpsons that I just decoded before. Okay? See the way this guy's dressed up? Tell me that this guy doesn't even kind of look like this guy. They don't got glasses. If he had glasses, forget about it. I would have been going crazy. Grayish shirt with a purple tie. Grayish shirt with a purple tie. Okay? Without the glasses. Pointy nose and shit. Pointy chin bone. Pointy nose. Look at these guys. That's the Simpsons. This is Batman. The Dark Knight. Okay? That guy, part of the bank. Only guy in the bank. He probably owns the bank. He's the only guy in this bank. This is the owner of the bank. Okay? This is the owner of this bank because he's about to shoot these motherfuckers that are trying to rob his bank right now. And this guy just kind of reminds me of this guy here. Oh, you see that in the background? The safe. Hold on.
You have any idea where you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead!
Oh, hold on. I just seen something here. Hold on.
You have any idea?
All right, hold on. I just want to show you.
You and your friends are dead! He's out, right? Where did you learn to count?
Hold on.
Hey, why the snap?
And look. Dark Knight. See him in there? He's got sneakers on. Trying to foot it. But there's your fucking symbol. And there's the safe. There's your symbol. And there's your safe. Oh. That just went sleep mode. Anyway, that's just the first part. Just showing you resemblance of what I was just decoding. Didn't even know that that shit lined up with that. I'm just making one-on-one connection over here. Anyway, like I said, look. Gray, okay? Gray shoes, silver, gray shoes. And this guy's got a blue suit on, okay? Blue suit. Get ready for what's to come. Get ready for what's to come. Hey, what up, Don? What up, Ross Pinky? What up, Prison Break? Prophecies, pattern recognition, not fortune telling. You see blue, purple, white, green. High frequency colors. What's up? So anyway, you could go back and watch my other decodes on The Simpsons and then go watch The Dark Knight 2 and tell me that that doesn't really line up. All right? In Dark Knight 2, they even got kids in there, like I said. What would, if anything is being spoken about today, it will be about kids. Okay? And them trying to save the kids. And Batman, Dark Knight Rises too. Sure, I'm not even going to get into the decode because I got to do some shit, but I'm just showing you some of the symbolism. That guy looked like that character in The Simpsons. He's in the bank, and they're in the bank as well. And that guy had a purple tie on with a gray shirt, just like that character from The Simpsons. Can't make this stuff up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold on a second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna show you this clip that my friend just sent me. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna watch this clip real. I'm gonna put you onto this clip right here. Hold on a second.
February 8th, 19...
I want you to listen to this, okay? Because in the Batman movie, and I just finished showing you, in the Simpsons decode I did, and the Batman movie, they talk about power being out. In the Batman movie, they talk about cutting off the cell towers, okay? The cell phone towers. Funny enough, today is the 30th anniversary of some telecommunication thing, Telecom Act. Today, telecommunication connection. Dark Knight movie, saying how they want to get turning off the power on the cell phones. The same day Bane is in the studio and in the stadium with football. Now you can listen to this guy. I'll flip him over to you.
1996.
Hold on a second.
1996.
He says 1996.
Sunday with Bad Bunny performing.
All right, hold on. Look at 1996. Flip the 6, you get 999. If you flip all the 9s, you get 666. You get the atom, and then you get the silver coin. You get the atom, and you get the silver coin. And on a wealth day, February 8th. Pay attention.
1996. February 8th, 1996. This Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, with Bad Bunny performing in the Super Bowl, it will be the 30-year anniversary of the Telecommunications Act signed by Bill Clinton. The Telecommunications Act is some of the most damaging piece of legislation to ever happen to music.
Does this guy got a fucking Batman? Oh my god, I didn't even notice he had a Batman shirt on. How fucking crazy that is.
Could not own local radio
Wow.
at the time.
Wow.
So local radio was beholden to the people. And
The Matrix is talking to me, baby.
Always existed. Local radio had to walk that fine line between influence and also being good enough to be listened to by the people locally. That's why you had local artists break and local artists getting pushed to the top before 96 because the radio stations were beholden to the local market.
Here he says 9 and 6. Pay attention.
The Telecommunications Act made to where national media could buy local media and own multiple stations in local markets. So post 96, especially from 96
Look at
to
2,
2000,
6, and 2, 9.
getting bought up. Clear Channel, Sinclair, which is now iHeart. From 96 to...
Okay, I have to stop it right there. You see what he says? From 96 to about 2000. I just finished breaking down how 2 is February, right? And right here, 2 is February to me. And the 9 and the 6 are February 6th and February 9th, okay? February 6th, we had that big run-up. I believe that February 9th will be the big run-down, okay? I didn't even notice that this guy had a Batman t-shirt on until right now. That's how fucking connected I am to the Matrix, bringing it to you fucking live. And let me just play this video before my battery dies. Oh, hold on a second. Come on.
Communications Act made to where national media could buy local media and own multiple stations in local markets. So post 96, especially from 96 to about 2000, you saw a lot of stations getting bought up. Clear Channel, Sinclair,
Super Bowls, Sinclair,
which is now iHeart. They all were
Valentine's.
buying everything. So now radio's not beholden to the people. Now radio can, the stars can now be picked and chosen by a corporate power.
Silver stars.
Because when only a handful of people owns all the radio around the country, they make backdoor deals with these record labels And now the record label can choose who the star is. We no longer select them. And that's why today, when it comes to music, there's only a handful of people that get to the top. When if you go back before 96, there was a variety of hip-hop. There was party hip-hop, conscious hip-hop. There was rhythm and blues with love, live
Blue,
instruments, no instruments,
silver.
background singers, groups. You had a variety of sounds.
There's a
before
6ix9ine again.
1996. Pay attention. Name the vocal group, male or female, that hit big post 2000 that was black. You don't have any. Music got contrived, and what we've been seeing the last 25 years is not people that the people push to the front. The last 25 years of musicians that have gotten to the top, they've all, for the most part, with a few exceptions, been chosen. And all of that was made possible by the 1996 Telecommunications Act. 1996, February 8th, 1996.
All right. That was the end of that clip there. I just found it so weird. I was just like, in the movie Batman, funny enough, this guy's wearing the fucking Batman shirt. They talk about shutting off the telecommunication cell towers. And even though he didn't say anything about turning off, but just the reference of him saying how on the Super Bowl is the 30th year anniversary for the Telecom Act, whatever the case is. I'm just showing you symbolisms every time I see them. Every time I see them. Being quick. I might just be tapped into the operating system. That's what it seems like, because the connections and the things around me that are forming and it's just mind-boggling. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, the atom, the ball. Z is this year, 26, the 26th letter Z. Strategy.com says in March is liftoff time. Pack your bags at these cheap prices we'll never see again. Yep. Yeah. Have you watched Breaking Bad? Yes, I have watched it. I don't remember too much of it clearly like that. 1996 was also on 2/8. Yes, and that was another thing he also said was 2/8. Going back to 2/6, like I just finished telling you, he was saying how 96 to 2000, weirdly enough, I was saying how 2000 could be February, and then February 6th was the big rise up, and then February 9th could be the fucking fall down. Like I even said there, Batman movie shows you waterfalls, okay? Plunging. When they mark it falls, they say, oh, it's waterfalling. I mean, coming down. Interesting times, man. So fucking interesting times. Ross Pinky, 217.26 equals 11. Yep. Pats win today by the numbers. No, I think Seattle wins today. I think Seattle wins by like... Honestly, I think Seattle wins by 2 touchdowns to 3 touchdowns. Between 14 and 21 points. That's what I see. That's what I'll see. But again, I don't know. I'm not betting. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I'm waiting for the commercials and the halftime show. That's what I'm waiting for. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, right? About Power Out, right? And the halftime show. Remember they had that shit with the fucking power being out? When did the Super Bowl have a blackout during halftime show?
According to Yahoo Sports, remembering the 2013 Super Bowl blackout in New Orleans in 14 pictures, Yahoo Sports.
Look at this. Remembering the 2013 Super Bowl blackout, okay? What's 2 plus 13? 26. 2 plus 13. 2 times, I should say. Right? 2 13s gives you 26. What year are we in? What year are we in? Huh? 2 times 13 is 26. What year are we in? Oh, well, I got so much memory, it won't even do it for me. It's going to kick me off. Wow, this is the first time it actually fucking went through for me in this phone. And 14 pictures. Let me see what I see here. I just want to blow it up. And it was in San Francisco. And San Fran was playing. And the Purple Birds, the Ravens, and San Fran. Where's the Super Bowl being played? Where's the Super Bowl being played? In San Francisco. 2025 Super Bowl returns to New Orleans for the first time since 2013. The score is 34-31. 765. In a game that ended extremely close. However, what most people remember from that game isn't the score or that Beyonce performed. Oh, Beyonce performed the half. So again, remember, Beyonce is connected to Cowboy Carter, okay? Beyonce is connected to Cowboy Carter. Beyonce is one of the biggest performers, if not one of the biggest performers out here, okay, when it comes to female. Is that a power outage has halted play for 30, well, it was really 33 minutes, but they won't tell you 34, all right? At the time, the cause of the blackout was uncertain, but was eventually revealed to be an unfortunate failure of an electrical device meant to protect the power supply of the stadium. All right. Dive deeper into the win. Start your day with, oh, never mind. Let's say with the Super Bowl back in New Orleans for 2025 Super Bowl between the Phillies Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they're just showing you. Look at this. Look at these pictures here. There's the 49ers in the dark. They're just showing you some pictures. Funny enough, even look at the sports. Look at the search button. It's purple. I'm just saying, look at the search button. It's purple. Look at this, the ripple. Look at the blue. Look at the big ass fucking peace sign over them. Look at the peace sign, okay? Cause riots, all right? That's why we need peace. We need peace. Do not fight out there. Do not fight. Come on, look at this, 74, right? 27, the horse year, 74, silver. 49 is showing you the minors. Look at 767. Is that 67 or 65? I don't know, 75. Also, 75 is a big number too. Right? Look at 75 as well too. I think that's 67. 67. What if the price is going to be 1,300 or 13,000 for silver? What about that's the floor price? Look at these guys. Can't pass. Layer 0. Blockchain 0. Blockchain. What does it even say about these guys? What else is showing you? Stadium. Well, there's just lights, okay? Showing you the Mercedes sign. 7. And remember, this guy was connected to freaking Kaepernick. Is this Kaepernick? Wasn't this guy connected to the Bibles and fucking church and all that, kneeling on the floors and stuff like that? Wasn't this guy connected to that? Right? Biblical times. Who's that? 55? Yeah, of course, all by himself. You see that? Sterling Silver. SS. Sterling Silver, all by himself. Nobody around. What does it even say here? Baltimore Ravens outside linebacker Terrell Suggs waits on the field after half the lights went out. That happened on February 3rd, 2-3. 2-3-26. Okay. Just playing with the numbers. There's the eye, the Horus, the eye, the all-seeing eye. And who is that? And the Super Bowl happened in February too. Beautiful. February. Number 2 of the connection. See that? The 49ers, right? They connect to gold and silver. And then you have the purple birds, okay? The Ravens, the purple birds. Proton. Don't look at, they're all down to the ground. Just trying to see what they're doing. Stretching out here? I think they're stretching. Yeah, Baltimore players wait in the dark for the light to come back. Yeah, that's the lunar eclipse, right? Or is that the solar eclipse? There's some type of eclipse. Waited in the dark for lights to come back on after a power failure. Okay? Super Bowl. Look at the red X. See? What I tell you? Prices halted, right? Didn't I say they could halt the prices and shit like that? Play is halted after Hall of the Lights. Half of the lights went out. Okay? Price can get halted as well, too. All assets price you won't be able to buy, but you'll be able to sell. You won't be able to buy, you'll be able to sell because the volatility of it falling down, they're not going to let you to sell. There's the Matrix game, baby. Understand what you in, what you doing. There's your 5-5 again. There's your 5-5 again. And there's your big smile. Look at your big smile. All I see is lights and a big smile. And that looks like the ring of the moon as well, too. Tell me not. Am I bugging out, or does that not look like one of those fucking Mr. Poole smiles? Or could it be like the ring of fire? Remember? Or the bullhorn. There you go. That's even a better one. The bullhorn. When the lights go on, things will run. When the lights go on, things will run. Bull market in the place. I think that's it for these pictures. Winter Olympics today, key events in Sunday schedule. Key events in Sunday schedule. And how to watch on TV. Yeah, there's going to be some fucking events on Sunday schedule for sure. For sure. Look at, they got blue on, and he's got a red slide like a waterfall when you're going down. When you're going down the motherfucking hill, he's on a red slide. All right? I don't even know. I just pulled this page up, so. Day 2, February 8th. Oh, the Olympics opened up, I guess, day 1. Did you even see day 1? I didn't even see anything that says day 1. Funny enough, it just says day 2. February 8th. That's what they want us to see. February 8th, Sunday. If you only watch one thing. February 8th. This is why this motherfucking Olympics might be on too, to fucking, keep people watching this instead of watching the actual big game, the Super Bowl. They got the distraction coming in over here. They want people to look at this stuff, and they don't want nobody to really see the other shit that they might show. Okay? Again, this is all just freestyling with you at the moment. I'm just freestyling with you. On the date, what do we got here? Anything too crazy? Any type of connections? Cross country. That's the flood. CC, cryptocurrency. 3/11. Remember 3/11, the tsunami that happened in Japan. The world shut down on 3/11. CC, credit cards, cryptocurrency. Seeing how you know how Metallica's worked off the snow protocol, right? Why you think if you go look at the Olympics, you see Metallica's colors everywhere, dog? You see Metallica's colors everywhere. Remember the mountain? Remember that riddle with the mountains? Let me show you something. Let me just see if I have it here. Hold on a second before I get you excited. Hold on. I'll let you look at the little proton symbol up there. Damn it, I didn't. But you know what? You can go look. I'll show you the barrel. Let me see if I got the bearable guy riddle that I want to show you. Where's all those mountains at? You know the mountain that says, so it begins with the 3 mountains? Yeah, I don't have it here. But as well as this riddle here, it looks like mountains as well too, right? I'm trying to see. You know, maybe you can just look it up so I can show you. So it begins, bearable guy riddle, with the mountains.
Welcome to Riddle Rooms. Let me warp you into the lobby.
The fuck? What the fuck? Welcome to Riddle Rooms. Yeah, you can't get this. Look what I just got. Welcome to Riddle Rooms. Pick a door and we'll get started.
Welcome to Riddle Rooms. Let me warp you into the lobby.
Yeah, look at that eyeball. I'm not telling you anything. That fucking eyeball is looking right at me.
Watch out for the swirling vortex.
Watch out for the swirling vortex.
Okay, there are 2 doors here. One is marked beginning, and the other one is marked other. So which door do you want? Beginning or other?
Bro, just brush you to the Matrix right now. That's crazy right there. I never even heard this phone say anything like that. Anytime I looked up riddles. Look at that eyeballs fucking looking at. Yeah, fucking poke. Fuck out of here. Don't look at me. Yeah. Anyway. No, that's bizarre right there. Bearable guy riddle, 3 mountains, so it begins.
Would you say that again in a different way?
Hold on. Bearable guy riddle, 3 mountains, so it begins. Images. I just want to show you the riddle
Here's some
itself.
results from the web.
There we go. Can I not get images or what? There we go. Beautiful. You see this riddle here? So it begins. 3 mountains. Look at that big purple ass mountain with 14. Is that Valentine's Day? Could that be? 6, 7. We just showed you the fucking ref with the 6, 7 on his back. We just talked about 13, 6, 7. Anyways, why I wanted to show you this is because the heart, the mountain with the heart is purple, okay? Which is the highest of both of these. Even though this is wider, but it's not higher, okay? This one is the highest point. Could it be that we get up to the highest point in February, or is it March? Who knows? But what I also wanted to point out is that, maybe I could even look it up so you can see as well too. But do you know that February is heavily connected to mountains? February is heavily connected to mountains. That's what I was trying to show you. Are mountains connected to the month of February? And how strong is the connection?
Here are the top search results.
What's that? Okay. See that? Why February is the best month to start the Appleton Trails. That's why February is known to be connected to mountains very big, is because they say that February is the best month to start the trails, which is in the mountains. All right? So again, I don't know if that bearable guy riddle is connecting to February, but weirdly enough, there's 3 mountains in the riddle. He has a heart that says 14. And in the month of February, we have Valentine's Day, which is on the 14th. And as you can see, that February is the best month to start your Apple, whatever the fuck it is, the Appleton Trails, however I wanted to say it. But it connects to the mountains, okay? So, interesting times ahead for sure, for sure. February is going to be power packed. You guys are saying, I'll read your comments. Sports are rigged anyway. Yeah, sports are rigged anyway. They know who the winners are. I think Seattle wins, and then something happens in Seattle, Washington. That's what I say. You're 26, 217-26. Illinois will receive his fire halo. You burn angels on the fire. Because, hello, sir. If you ask Google AI the colors of Marine grass, purple, yellow, gold, and green, and then ask what could be the connection to the bearable guy riddles and XPR instead of XRP. "250th year of America, red, white, and blue. Game in San Fran. The movie Him also plays a role today, but call me crazy." All right, Crazy D. The seventh sign. No, I didn't see the Winter Olympics. Yeah, somebody sent me a picture saying there was proton symbols there. I mean, again, you'll start to see the resemblance. Charlie Day 17, 13 days after the first date. Yeah, after that is 3-3. 3-2. Ross Pinky. Matrix game in 2013. Bullhorn, Bull Market. Crescent moon. Yep, the crescent moon is connecting to silver. The best moon connects to silver is the crescent moon. Exciting. Halo from the Denmark. What's up? Today is 2826, frequency 11. Bravo. Prepare your sours today. I know you meant to say prepare your souls today. Everybody got 9 days left to change. NFL Honors Awards show Metallica's colors. Rails and bridges were highlighted on the stage with the X and the rails. I mean, you're seeing it for yourself. Fallout Episode 2. 8 dogs stood up in front of 8 people starting from the 27th. Nice catch. What up, Kowalski? Very weird for sure. 2/14/26, the United States will go into a shutdown. Okay, Valentine's, no love. What's with the 6-7? Keep hearing it all the time lately. XRP colors is purple and white. Oh, good. I know what you meant. We're on the same frequency, so even if you try to throw me off guard, I get right back on track. 6-7, I don't know. I think the 6-7 could mean a lot of things. I already broke down 6-7. I showed how 6-7 was connected to silver. I showed how 6-7 was connected to proton. And thinking about telecommunications now, and this guy speaking about telecom and being the 30th year, right, of the Telecom whatever Communication Act. What back in the days, right, when you typed in 6-7 right before the phone call, you would block your number as private. Okay, now they're talking about going back to common law and all this other stuff, where you become an owner. Actually, see how the city and everything owns your stuff. You don't own anything right now. Okay, when you buying houses and all that other shit, you don't own the houses. This is why they can come and take your house for $2,000 that you missed on your taxes, because you don't own it. You don't get it. They can come and take your car away because you don't own it. You don't have the master title. You have a copy of a title. You don't have the master copy of the title, which makes you not the owner. Okay? I think we're going back to the time where we start owning our own shit. Remember, they're talking about the Web3 is talking about owning your own content, owning your stuff, owning your own assets. So when it's saying owner stuff, that becomes private, right? It's no more public, it's private. So if we go back to common law, then it's private stuff. We're going back to privacy. 6.7 could be that we're going back to the common law where we no longer get abused like that anymore, and we own it. It's ours. It's privately owned now. That's what I think 6.7 could be. I'm not saying I'm correct, all right? I'm just saying that these are the things that I looked up, and these are the things I noticed, all right? Yeah, it's another thing too. That's why they're trusting and all that. But you know what? All these people are doing all this stuff to go through the trust. We might even get to a point where we don't even need to get out of that status because we might just be granted that status automatically. That's where I think we might be going. If you notice how everybody's talking about trust now, and we never heard of any of this trust shit until like the last 2-3 years probably, or since Corona hit. Then all of a sudden, I've been hearing a lot more about trust. I had no idea about a trust until after, the world shut down and shit. So this could be a time, maybe 6.7 was really saying how we're going to be owning our own stuff. There's going to be a privatization. Like we're going to be able to finally own our shit. So that's what I think 6.7 could also mean. And it's a spiritual thing too, as well too. I think 6 is something to do with the demon. 7 is like divine state or something like that. So even get spiritual as well too. Go look at the 6-7 symbolisms and spirituality, and it'll tell you, the divine state and shit like that. So pretty interesting numbers. 2/13/26 talks of shutdown. 2/14/26 shutdown day. Okay. We'll be ready. We'll be ready here. Age of Aquarius bringing decentralized. Okay, 1 million XRP and 1 million loan. Is that enough? Hopefully. Did I see Trump's metallic purple tie when he announced World Liberty Financial Forum that will take place on February 18, 2026? Yeah, I didn't see that. I did not see that. Anyway, I'm just trying to get these decodes out here now because I'll be honest with you, this phone is going in a Faraday bag, and that's the end of that between today and tomorrow. So I'm just trying to get whatever I can get out right now, thinking about it. I was just going through my phone, and my boy sent me that particular picture, that video clip, and I was just like, yo, I need to show the world and just see. And then I wanted to show you that connection there, and then I seen them opening up the safe, and I'm like, yo, that fucking safe was just in the decode I did on The Simpsons. So, again, I'm connecting dots here, and most people won't be able to see it, but that's okay. I'm only here for the few. I'm not here for everybody. My channel is not for everyone. It's really for the selected few. And that's about it. Friday the 13th. I seen a guy reading from the Black Laws Dictionary. It talks a lot about trust. I believe that these books are the ultimate spells they use on people. Yeah. Black Law Dictionary books are definitely needed if you want to understand what words are, okay? When they tell you, you got to understand what you means. You means you're part of a corporation of the United States business, okay? So when they say, are you this, and that, if you claim to be that name that they're asking you, let's say you're John Smith, and they ask you, are you John Smith? They're really asking you in forms of, are you the entity, company owned by the United States business? Are you that property? And that's really like fraud, because you're not an entity. You're a man. You're a woman or a man, a living, breathing person. So by you actually, when they actually call your name in court and stuff like that, and they say, are you so-and-so? you're actually committing a fraud, a fraudulent thing. But again, you need to understand the law. I'm not going to sit here and go through that shit, and don't ask me questions about it. That's something you need to do yourself, which I will not do on here. There's plenty of people out here talking about that shit. So you just need to understand the law and understand the words that you're using, all right? Because persons and shit like that also mean monsters and stuff like that. So again, understanding what you're calling yourself is a will be a big educational thing for you. So look at Black Law dictionaries and go look at definitions of actual words and stuff like that. And you'll sit there be scratching your head like, why didn't anybody tell me any of this? Because none of yous question anything. You sit there and you take everything for truth for the most part. Well, most of us, I'll say. Not you guys, but most of us. Like I'll say, people go right into the stores. And because there's a label around the bottle of liquid, they trust it. No one ever goes home first and takes the liquid and puts it in a test kit to test what they're putting down their throats. No, because we're all fucking gullible and we're all trustworthy. Just take that. Oh, well, it says a soda company on there, whatever that soda company is. Oh, well, I've been drinking that. I know that, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever it is. No one ever really takes those liquids or beer or whatever it is and actually tests what they're putting down their throat. This is the programming of trusting that, well, they told me that's what it was, so I believe that's what it was. Like, how silly, if you think about that, like, because somebody told you that's what it was, we've been going on for our whole lives just being like, well, that's what it is. Like, how do you really know that's what it is? How do you really know? I'm just saying. Just make sure you start questioning things. Looking in, don't be so trustworthy, okay? Because no one ever tried to get you ahead of the game. I'm just saying. Just be a little bit more smart, a little bit more alert. Keep your mind open more. And everything that you absorbed when you were a little kid, learning from a building that your parents used to send you, right, for 8 hours, used to drop you off at like 8 o'clock and come pick you up at 3 o'clock. That particular building, when you were small and you were graduating through grades, once you erase all that shit that they put into your head, I'm telling you, you're going to start to see things for what they really are. But because of your mind has been molded to believe certain things, this is why we're in the certain places we're in, because we believe that, we can't do this unless we do this. We can't go on vacation because we don't have a job, so we limit ourselves. We can only do this when we get a job. We can only do this when we get paid. And I'm a big person that does that a lot, and I got to catch myself understanding that I don't have to do this and that. All I have to do is a line of what I want. I don't need to go to work to get money. I just need to align to know that the money is already there for me. And once I know that, I just have to tap in and align with that frequency. Okay? And that's one of the hardest things to do. And I'm not saying I'm doing it right now. It's easy, but I understand what the game is about. It's understanding that everything is there for you already, and then you just aligning yourself with what that may be. And when you align with it, you attract it. We're too fucking busy being tired, literally chasing money, chasing paper. That's all we do. Worrying about time. Time is killing us because we're worrying about getting to places on time. Running here, running. Oh shit, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, and then you get nervous because time was created. Time is there to fucking kill you, in my opinion. That's what it is. Because the people that have all the time in the world, that's not being pressed by somebody else telling them you have to do this at this time, those are the people chilling. Those are the people laying back. Well, I got all the time in the world. I'll do that later. I'm not worried about it. But the people that construct their mind thinking that they have to chase the paper, that's why you're always going to be in the state that you're in. Upset, depressed, in debt, broke, whatever that fucking may be. Because that's what we keep thinking about. And I got to learn that too. I got to shave that off my thoughts as well too, which is hard because, you think I got to go here, but then I need money. And how to get money is by, oh, all right, well, I got to go to work. So it's just like a domino effect. Once you be like, you know what, fuck work. I just know that money's gonna find me, and just walking like that, and people are like, yo, you're fucking delusional. You got no job, and you're just walking around. And you know what? That person just might happen to fucking find a wallet on the floor, or a relative might have left that person somebody money, and then all of a sudden they find out a week later they get a phone call like, hey, yo, so and so passed away, and they left you X amount of dollars, and you don't know that because you're not tapping in. You're too worried about the outside, about how to chase stuff. Well, how do I get this? How about you just sitting the fuck back, understanding who you are, and having things come to you, attracting. Okay? That's why you're tired and broken. That's why we look the way we look, because we keep going out here chasing shit, chasing men, chasing women, chasing paper. If you sit back and you align with everything you want, then everything will come to you. You won't be tired no more. Okay? You won't feel the way you feel is because you're not wasting your energy on the outside. You're putting all the energy within. Once you go within, you can go from out. Okay? I'm learning that myself. How many times I try to go on social media and try to tell my friends on Facebook and like, yo, do this, do that. You know how crazy I look at this moment? People laughing. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I understand now. I used to get upset when people were laughing at me. I'm like, I'm over here trying to help you put you on, and you're fucking laughing at me like I'm a joke. And then I'm just like, yo, Tony, like, relax. People are not on your level. They're not going to see the way you see. And the only way to do that is go from within. Stop forcing things outside of you and just do it from within. And then you'll start to shine. Once you start working from within and putting energy within and all your energy within, this is why they tell you don't be selfish. Fuck that. Fuck what they say about being selfish. You be motherfucking selfish, hard body. All about you. Because once you put all the energy within you, then you can shine. Then you can send your rays over to other people and shine onto them. Everything you're bringing within, you'll shine onto them. Then they'll start seeing like, oh shit, this motherfucker right here, he ain't worried about nobody on the outside. He worried about him, but look at him. Look on the level he in. I want to be like that. He don't give a fuck about nobody. He don't care about what anybody says. He don't care about what anybody thinks. He knows he's tapped in. That's how you're going to be. This is the time where we're going to level up, okay? Today's the day to sit down and don't let the TV distort your fucking kundalini, okay? Fire that bitch up right here. Open this up. Let the sun come in, okay? Step outside. Get up fucking 15 minutes early. Change some shit in your life. If you've been getting up every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, then change it and get up at 5:30 in the morning if you don't like the way your fucking life is. Step outside. Get some fresh air. Let the sun hit your face. Okay? Do something different then. If you keep doing the same shit, nothing's going to change. Okay? If you got to get up earlier and just fucking step outside for 15 minutes and suck in that consciousness, what's outside is air. They call it air, but it's more than air. Okay? The more you deep breathe that consciousness in, the more you're going to get tapped in. Okay? Just make sure you're not standing behind a fucking truck sucking up exhaust. You don't want that shit up there. All right? Just telling you, this is the time that we're going to level up. All right? We're going to level up consciously. We're going to see shit that nobody else can see. And being that we were early in this financial system with Metallicas, we're going to level up as well too. Everything's about to rise, all right? The flood comes in, and when the flood comes in, all boats rises together. Understand that. Anyway, I'm probably babbling and talking out my booty, but that's what I feel, and that's what I'm showing, okay? And that's what all love. It's not all about fucking assets and all that other. It's really about understanding that you can literally change everything that you really want to. It's just you are the master controller. Don't let other things control you. Don't let these portals, these screens in front of you, especially me and the TV, do not let the portals bring you in and control your emotions. Understand you're the master controller. You're the master of this whole game. You have to understand that. There's nobody that can take you down but you. Because then you start believing that other forces could take you down. That's the only reason why that people could take you down is because you believe they could take you down. When you understand that you're the master operator, then you're like, shit, I'm going to be the master operator and I'm going to operate this whole motherfucking program the way I want to. Okay? Just got to be thinking about it. All right? Depression, and this is my last thing I'm going to say. Depression is a motherfucker, okay? Yes, it could be. It could bring you to a dark place. But you know why most people are depressed is because they're thinking about shit in the past. That's the only way you could get depressed, is by thinking about shit in the past. What happened to you that you didn't like, or what didn't happen to you that you felt like should have happened to you, or somebody did something to you that you were all about them and they fucked you over, and now you're depressed, you're disappointed. Again, when you're thinking about the past, that's the only time that's going to make you be depressed. Stay in the fucking moment. Don't worry about the past, because you can change that. That past shit is just building your fucking programming. It's letting you know, don't put this in the program, right? We felt this way, so don't put this in the program. Don't put this in your head. This is the program. This is your motherboard. Understand? This is where the programmer sits. And as long as you keep thinking about the shit you don't have, that's the feeling you're going to keep having. Okay? You don't like the way shit is happening to you? Then stop thinking about your fucked up life. Stop thinking about the shit you don't have. Okay? You want to be Queen La? Then think about the crown on your head. Thinking about big chest, all right? With your ass sticking out on a thong, right? You want to be the king? You want to be the fucking top dog? Then see yourself leading the pack in front of your friends, driving the Lambo, or whatever the fuck you want to be driving. Think about the shit that you want. You won't be depressed. Because the only time you're depressed is start thinking about shit you don't have. That's not with you. If it's not with you, and if it's making you upset, and if it's making you depressed thinking about this shit, people lose people lose their parents, people lose their children, their animals, and they fall into this deep fucking black hole. I've been there. But I start to notice, well, first off, the people that are gone wouldn't want me to feel like this to begin with. And the only reason why I'm feeling like this is because I'm thinking about shit in the past. So again, we're living in a time where we're shifting. Please just start thinking about positive things. Matter of fact, all you got to do is see yourself with $100 billion fucking wallet, and then just create what you're going to do with that money. Okay? Just keep thinking about those thoughts. Right? My wallet is this big, and I'm doing these things. I'm doing it big like this, like my wallet's big. All right? Just think about that shit. See yourself on the beach. See yourself in a bikini. See yourself in a fucking 2-piece suit, 3-piece suit. Whatever the fuck your vision is that making you happy, keep thinking about that shit until your brain explodes, because the operating system will have no choice. By you thinking all those thoughts, the operating system is looking like, okay, which program am I going to put out? And if you keep thinking those same thoughts, the master programmer has no choice but to put that program out for you. Oh, you want fucking a $10,000 silver bar? Boo, you go. Here you go. There's the fucking price for you. Okay? And again, what you're living and experiencing might be totally different from somebody else. Don't start thinking back like, well, if they're not seeing it, then I guess it's not real for me. No. Whatever you're thinking is real for you, because you're going to create that. You're going to force the programmer to program your thoughts the way you're thinking. Okay? That's how that shit works. And I'm working on it as well, too. I'm not saying I'm here no master thinker, but I'm getting I am understanding what they didn't teach us when we were little. It's all coming back to me. I'm starting to remember. That's the whole thing. None of us remember. We're not stupid. Okay? Nobody's stupid in here. Okay? Just understand that. It's just that people don't remember. When they start to remember, then things will start to click for them. But because they don't remember, they seem like they're stupid. But try not to use those words, because remember, but you calling somebody else stupid or whatever, you're actually calling yourself that, because you are everybody and everybody is you. But that goes into a deeper thing. See what you guys are saying. And I wanted to say that because if they show some shit on the news or on TV today, it could be a very dark place, okay, for a lot of people, especially people that have kids. It could be a really dark place, and there could be a lot of depression kicking in. So I just want to make sure you understand that this is nothing but a program game that they're airing out for us, and they're trying to shake us to the fucking bone. And we won't be shooken because we know what's coming. Okay? We know what's coming. Operating System 17, yeah, boom, awesome. Bully, thanks for preaching the truth. I'm trying to just show what I feel. Yep, face the mirror. Look at yourself. Ask yourself, would I date myself? Would I date a person like me? Am I putting out enough fucking good vibes and energy that I would look at myself from a different point of view and be like, yo, I want to fuck with that person? Who wins Super Bowl? We'll win the Super Bowl. Us. We're going to win the Super Bowl. That's who. Us. There is only now, exactly. Because that's why they call it a present. The present time is now. Now is the only thing that you should be in the now. Because it's a present. That's why it's a gift. Understand? Take the gift and turn it into the best present that you can have ever in your life. Blue wins. Silver wins. Crypto wins. Laban says 100% brother. Jam in hand over here says the use of Mardi Gras symbolism such as the mask, the Scrooge, and the specific colors in the riddles is often interpreted as a hint towards a great reveal or the falling of the mask. Yeah. Entering Firehorse year with positive minds. Please do so. Triple deuces on Ra's Pinky. Mardi Gras is the day before Ash Wednesday. Oh, so Mardi Gras starts on fucking the Firehorse, huh? The day before Ash Wednesday. The day of penance and the big bearable guy. 1, 2, 3 theory. This is frequency used as a metaphor for the collapse of the old corrupt financial system. Lent and the rise. A new just system. Third eye, God bless. If you hold an XPR, you already won. That's what I feel. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to run to the store and pick up a few items to munch on. So, if I come across anything else again, I will be glad to spread it and show it. So, we'll see. Clarity Act is not a precondition for the flood in the river. Not too sure what you meant by that. Clarity Act is not a precondition for a flood in the river. Could be. Love you back, brother. Love you back, Ross Pink. Love to everybody on here, bro. It's 2-8 today, bro. It's wealth number, man. It's 2-8 today. Wealth number. All right? Let's get it. Let's fucking get this back. Be patient. Okay? Stay with a smile on your face. All right? When you hear everybody crying and screaming, just remind them who they are. Everything's going to be okay. Just let them know everything's going to be okay. We're coming up to a time where it looks so chaotic that it's unbelievable to even think that anything can turn around. And what did Elon say? What did Marshall say? Expect the unexpected. What you think might happen probably won't happen, and what you think will definitely not happen most likely will. So, on that note, my friends, one big hug and one big love to all you people that hang out here watching my shit, talk my shit, and all that other bullshit, shit. So, you were born on the 28th. That's the wealth number. I think Elon was born on the 28th as well, too. And I think he started his company on a 2-8 connection date as well, too. So anything you do that is financially, you want to pick a date that connects to 2-8. Just like 217 is a 2-8 code because 7 plus 1 is 8. February is 2. It's 2-8. Okay? And the next 2-8 is the 26th. Okay? The 26th is the next 2-8. So, we will all see, my friends. We will all see. My girlfriend born on the 2-8. Let's go. There you go. There you go. Tell your girlfriend to invest. She's going to make money. All right, peeps. I'm going to get out of here. Got to run to the store and all that. All right. I'm sure 8 is another number, but I know 2-8. If February If you're born on February 8th, then that's 2/8. Nobody's birthday's today, right? Nobody's birthday? What a fucking birthday if you were today was your birthday. I'm just saying, if today was your birthday, what a fucking day. What a fucking day. What a fucking day. You know, funny enough, I was born on a 2/8. I was born on a 2/8 code. Anyways, that's why I feel like I'm so strong when I come to these D codes, because I already have the 2/8 connection. I already had the 2/8 connection. When I climbed out my mama's toto and I looked outside at those doctors, I was like, hey, hey, hey. Crypto bully bear just entered the dimension. Anyway. Waiting for the crash. Yep, we'll be later today. Later today. 3, 2, let's go. You know when my birthday is? My birthday is the end of this month. That's how I know. That's how I fucking know that this is going to blast off, because I'm on 2/8 and I'm in February, one of the strongest months that connect to all this shit. And that's why I feel it in my bones. And that's why my wife is looking at me with crossed eyes like, are you nuts? I said, no, but you're going to get something later tonight, baby, when we celebrating. Anyway, peeps, I love you all. And I know you love me. I feel it. Anyways, one must go, and I will go, and I will say so long. Bad Bunny.